What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Bourbon and Bullshit podcast with some good friends, great drinks, and a little bit of BS. So grab a seat, pour up something neat, and welcome to the show. All right. So welcome back to Bourbon and Bullshit. Today's episode is Bourbon BS and The Boys Part 2. These shows mean a lot to me because it's 1 year removed from my first initial pilot episode with the two gentlemen that helped me do this and bring this forward. So back again, we're going to start in the other order. Kevin, welcome back. It was only 15 minutes because we had pizza, but how are you doing, Sarah? Now you're nice, full, and liquored up.
Yeah, these what have we had? 3 drinks? 4 drinks?
Well, on
I think you were sneaking in
we've
more.
had a couple. We've had 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But then this motherfucker, every time you step around a corner, he's handing you another glass. So we're probably at a 5 or 6 at this point.
Or quote unquote a sip or something.
Yeah, try this sip that's 2 fingers deep.
Yes.
Pause.
Like
How are you feeling, Kevin?
obviously good.
Feeling nice.
So the pour he had right now was I experimented. Shouts to Chef Greg Ritchie. I experimented with a brown buttered, fat washed bourbon. So we literally browned a fuck ton of butter, put it into a bottle, poured 750 mLs of whiskey into this bitch, froze it, and kept it for 2 days, and now it has like a viscosity of like butterbeer.
Oh, yeah, it's an adult butterbeer.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you like it. David, how are you feeling now that you keep bitching about all the alcohol that I'm giving you?
First of all, dude, we just ate so much fucking pizza. I don't think it kind of snuck up us. We ordered 3 pies between 4 people,
Yeah.
and there's 5 slices left between 3 pies.
To be fair, mine was split with my fiance. So
Yeah, and
I
your
only had
pizza
half.
is not even really a pizza.
I hate you
It's
so
like a
much.
fucking. It's like
Yeah.
a grand. It's like a cracker
Like a
with
third of
tomato
it's
sauce.
missing.
I hate you. What is it, bitch ass body? How's that heel feel, Mr. Bounce off a fucking pavement?
First of all, I fell off a roof and I feel fantastic because I can eat cheese and milk, and milk is good for calcium, which is good for my motherfucking bones.
Actually, I heard it. I was like a myth. Like, is that even that great?
I don't
for
give a
calcium?
fuck. I'm great.
I had a bowl of cereal every day of my life growing up. I've never broken a bone.
That's empirical evidence. That's all you need. No
Yeah,
other
he's the only
research
per-
necessary.
This is the second episode in
And-
a row where you started off like he's the only person you fucking survey.
Look, whenever I get the results that I need, I'm done. I don't keep asking for more results. Okay?
I know which party you're part of. Listen,
You could not be more wrong.
I know. Being a dick.
But fair.
Yeah, guys. So
Very much not a member of that party. Okay.
we never got to talk about.
That is fake news.
God, so we never got to talk about the news article that
That's such a
David wanted to bring up. Now on the topic of some recent shit.
Yeah.
So David, I'll let you start.
Dude, this article brings me so much joy
That's really how we're going. Huh?
because like I'm aware that like this episode is going to air a couple weeks from now, and like we know how the internet is, and we know that the kind of the hype around this may or may not be gone depending on
This is
how it's going to go. But this fucking UnitedHealthcare CEO just getting fucking whacked in the street, and no one gives a fuck. No one's defending this bitch. Everybody's like, yeah, I didn't see shit.
It sounds like a pre-existing condition to me.
It does. He had lead in his spine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
He's definitely meeting his deductible this year.
It was bringing the same energy those fucking idiot billionaires had in the submarine, where everyone's just like, yeah, you guys are fucking assholes. You get what you get.
That's kind of what I was going to connect it to, which is fucked up. And Kevin's like, this is still fucked. I don't condone people killing anyone.
Open
but
season. Own CEOs.
I do find there's a lot of other CEOs ready. Like, hey, get back to our people. Like, hook someone up. Put my name on the front of a charity thing. What I do find really entertaining is that New York is going to New York. Because
Did you see what they did?
everyone's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, even better.
What?
Today.
No, what they did.
Today. Or what's today? What's today? December 7th. They had a lookalike contest in the park to try to.
The lookalike.
So they brought
of the killer.
of the killer because they just released some footage or like an image of the killer. So they started holding lookalike contests of the killer
So New Yorkers are actively trying to
to fuck with the police.
Kevin, you have some thoughts. You've been
No, I'm thoroughly bewildered. I don't know what's going on.
Are you serious?
You haven't heard of this? Are you,
No. Well, I did not hear about the lookalike contest. No, I did not hear about that.
But in general
Fantastic.
about what's going on with the CEO getting.
Yeah,
off.
I'm a little like. Does it seem weird that it feels like an hour after that happened, there would be like, here's a biography of the CEO. Here's what's happened recently. Here's the potential. I'm like, I hear nothing. I just keep seeing snapshots of the killer. Like, you know, they're like, oh, we found him going down this street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
Because I don't think there's a redeeming quality in a giant CEO like that, or at least not publicly.
yeah, health insurance CEO. You're digging the bottom of the barrel here.
Like I'm not being a piece of shit.
I'm not trying to disagree. I'm just saying, like, why have no one discussed it? Like, I don't see stories about it really.
No,
He recently approved an AI designed to like continue to refuse insurance
Like,
claims.
Do either of you actually know his name?
no.
Dead motherfucker.
This is
Well,
what I'm
look it
saying. Like, I think most people, like, I've never seen an
Yeah,
article or a headline
yeah.
that just doesn't say the CEO. Like, they never refer to the guy by his name.
Well, I think it was a joke too, but the only thing I really saw online afterwards, I was like, this has to be a joke, is that LinkedIn already posted his job for hiring.
I was curious who would you like? What interim CEO would be like? Yeah, I volunteer.
No, I'm not doing that job. I'm not doing that job ever.
Brian Thompson.
That's why it's a fucking basic ass name.
Yeah, it's not even got a cool name.
Yeah, you and I know what that name reminds us of.
Yeah.
The conversation we were just having.
No. We know a person with that exact name
Yeah.
in our old field, but not that person.
I was just thinking about like the conversation we were just having in your kitchen.
Oh yeah,
that I'm not
that's
having
what I'm saying.
here.
We're not doing that here. That's not.
But he would be from that country.
Yeah. We're not doing that. So yeah, it is funny though, because you're right. I never heard his name. I never heard anything other than we got to find this person. And every New Yorker was like, "No, we good."
No.
He's like, it's that joke was like, I didn't see shit. Actually, matter of fact, I'm 23% blind in my left eye and 100% blind in my right eye. I don't see nothing. And I don't think the city's gonna band together to find this man.
Yeah, I mean, so I have not looked into this at all. I
Yeah.
largely don't ever look into fresh topics. I wait for things
Yeah.
to settle.
The clouds.
Yeah, but
dust
like,
is
you know, when I just see headlines or I see thumbnails of stuff, I have not seen one with like, here's a picture of the guy with his family. Like, they typically do that when someone gets murdered.
Yeah,
Oh, they try to like humanize
Sympathize
him
them
Or just be like, hey, here's the person who was killed.
Oh, maybe he's just a piece of shit.
Here's their biography. Here's what they did. Or here's a potential, here's what they might have did that motivated the
positive.
killer. Well, no, not even positive.
you're
Maybe
right.
even negative. Like saying, hey, but I'm like, I've seen nothing.
I've seen the
I found
articles
that
about the
weird.
AI that he started bringing forth to UHC. And then I've seen articles about how they are roughly they have triple the amount of declinations as the rest of the industry, and as a result their profits have skyrocketed. Like, I've seen those things. Now, I have not sourced them. Okay, I can't confirm that they're 100% true, but there hasn't been an overwhelming amount of support for the health insurance CEO.
Yeah. So fill me in. I have not, like I said, I have not delved into this, but I keep seeing pictures. Like, there's one of him removing his face mask, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's kind of smiling and kind of happy, which
Yeah.
seems.
well,
So from what I understand, someone allegedly hired a hitman to shoot this guy, and he just guns him down on the side of the street with a silenced pistol and disappears, and no one can find him. That's the information we have available to us as of current. Now, again, I know we're going to be sharing this in a couple of weeks, and that may be all changed and maybe different. But as of right now, just a couple of days after it happens, it seems like there's a lot that's still in the dark. But I think the most remarkable portion of it all is just the absolute and complete lack of sympathy for what people perceive to be an absolute social bottom dweller. Someone who just takes advantage of those who need health care, who need help. And I don't necessarily disagree with it.
that's pretty.
Awkward pause.
No, it's
Yeah.
not awkward at all. I think there's a lot of people who share that sentiment. Like, there's a lot of people who, and I will be the first to tell you that I think health insurance sucks. I think that it's a giant scam. Health insurance, hospitals, stuff like that. There's
Insurance in general
Insurance
feels a
in
little
general
scammy.
is scammy, and I think there's whether this guy was good or not, a good human being or not. I think that person's always going to be demonized because of whatever.
jump to conclusions here.
Yeah, he's gonna be demonized regardless because someone's gonna say, "Why is the system built to basically be against me?" And that we could spend fucking hours having that conversation about why does Tylenol at a hospital have to cost $48? Like, why does and it's the system because that's who insurance is charged because there's a bunch of shit we could do. The person's gonna be demonized. Yeah, I don't want someone to die, but there's some people I don't feel bad for. A bunch of millionaires.
I don't wish death on anyone, but I've read some obituaries of great joy.
Yeah, or indifference. Like, oh, okay, and I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not reading this one and going, oh, God, man, we lost a good one. No, same thing with the billionaires in the sub. And I don't want to be that guy. Like, I don't fucking care that there's much bigger problems in the world than the bunch of billionaires who died in a sub. I do find it comical how much effort New Yorkers are to let my homie go. Like, leave my homie alone. Like, New Yorkers have banded together. Remember when we talked about, like, people banding together for a common cause? Somehow this whole city's like, I'm on this dude's side. I don't even know if this guy's a good human being.
But shouldn't that point out just how pissed off people are with the system? That you need so little information to go from this dude was murdered to, yeah, kind of fuck him. Yeah, I'll take the murderer side on this one.
Kevin?
I agree that's telling. I'm just... I don't trust people's rush to judgment. Like, anytime... what if this guy was... And again, I doubt any of this is true, but... What if he was a reformer? Like, he's actually someone in there that's trying to... Like, no one really knows. But they're like... They're all on board for, like, yay.
Well, he's brought up the AI thing. But other than that, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, what company is not looking at AI, like, right now? So, like, again, it's easy to fit someone with a,
sure,
black hat and a mustache.
Narrative, right? That's fair.
And anytime, maybe it's just my nature, but I tend to resist anytime the crowd is quick to jump to a certain direction, I'm going to try and find the counter narrative. Yeah, I ultimately, like I said, I have the same suspicions. I have the same doubts. But yeah, I don't think this is the best way to handle it, obviously.
Yeah. It's not the best
You
way.
mean to
Just
tell me that
murking people
open
on the
season
street.
on CEOs is not the best way to handle it? Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
There have been so many jokes about that. And there's so many people now, they're like, who's the next CEO? And I'm, what?
This is the guy.
Like,
this is the guy with a list.
We also did you see that there are also like other health insurance companies, other health companies are taking their board of directors and CEOs off of their websites as a precaution, and and sure enough, within 24 hours, McDonald's rolls out the snack wrap. Like, yo, yeah, we're still cool. Have the snack wrap.
That's
McDonald's is cool.
That's the response. Shit, how can we get it back on our side? Can we bring out the McRib? No. Big
Johnson.
Guns. The big guns.
The snack wrap.
The snack wrap. On the same vein of like businesses taking advantage of people, there was an article that came out that the Senate subcommittee report published it on Tuesday, disclosed it publicly for everyone to see for the first time, how budget carriers like Frontier and Spirit are actually incentivize their staff to charge passengers extra fees. What they do is, even though you might have passed you're past the gate and you're about to go through, when a Spirit or a Frontier employee sees it, they're actually paid a bonus for every time they can pull out a bag and prove that it's heavier or bigger than the standard. So they can pull you out of line, measure the bag, and say, this has to pay an extra fee to be put on the plane. And these two airlines have paid workers $26 million in bonuses to catch passengers allegedly not following airline bag policies, often forcing those passengers to pay an extra bag fee. This actually came out recently. Tuesday was announced, where Frontier paid the most commissions at about $18.8 million, the congressional report found.
Jeez.
Yeah, so they're paying those employees are making
to check to pull you out of line just in case they can charge you a fee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking tired of these.
It's written in your bonus
God.
structure. If you see a bag and identify it accurately, you're gonna get a bonus. How fucked is that?
So part of me is like,
but no other airline does this.
Yeah, but
this is also, these two airlines also during this congressional report and interview, because this actually went in front of the Senate.
Well, a lot of airlines have bags free, or one of the reason these budget airlines get by is like they offer a very low cost but like no frills.
Yeah.
So if you're going to use
every edition,
if you're going to use frills, like I'm going to pack big bags, they're
go
going
on
to charge
down
there.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like curious, like, well, you know, some of us might have worked in retail at some point, and we're aware of bonus incentive programs, and those typically have like a low, without a lot of effort behind them, they tend to have a lot of, you know, actual impact.
Yeah.
So the fact that $26 million, you said, like that much in bonuses got paid out, that means how many people,
So, yeah, 26 million in bonuses.
how many, like, based off your experience at an airport, how many times do you see an airline person who's like, they're not so zoned out by all the shit they have to deal with that they actually have the time and energy to spot someone who might be having an oversized bag or an overweight bag, that they're going to do it.
Doesn't it make more sense to staff better and like have the appropriate amount of
Do you
staff
wanna-
to check these
I
bags?
actually have the number of how much they were paid per bag.
How much?
Go ahead.
So for international flights, for every bag that they caught, it was $1. For every
You're serious.
So that means they had to do 26 million occurrences.
Different
They had to
bags.
be right about
within
26
2
million.
years. 26 million.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me do some calculations
Says
really quick.
it says the airlines commissions were smaller for international flights, $1 per bag charged at the gate, and online 50 cents for those purchased at the ticket counter. So the commission ended up paying that money back for that commission.
So they were finding across their airline 35,616 bags
Oh
per
wait,
day.
no, I misspoke. I apologize. Redact
about
that.
to say, that sounds
For domestic
absolutely
flights, Frontier workers earned $10 for each oversized bag
Okay.
purchased at the gate or online for within 60 minutes. Passengers departure have $3 for carry-ons and $3 for selling extra legroom seats. The airline commissions were smaller for international flights, $1 per bag charged at the gate and online for 50 cents. Spirit employees earned $5 for charging oversized carry-on. So they got $5 every time that they got a bag at the gate. They said, hey, that's too big. They also earned $5 for selling big front seats. So like, hey, let me upcharge you for a seat. They got $5 commission. $4 for charging overweight checked bags. Hey, this is too heavy. I'm gonna get $4. So bigger and then heavier. So bags were physically like damn too big. They got the $5. Heavier, $4. And $2 for selling extra row seats for overweight passengers.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I assume if there's no fraud here, if the airline people are actually legitimately
They have to
fighting it,
legitimately catch it.
yeah. So one of the reasons I think it's legitimate is in order for them to get the money, they have to
Prove it.
well, not only they have to prove it, but they have to charge the customer. So the customer basically on some level agrees, like, you know what, you're right, this bag is over. Even if
it's minuscule.
yeah.
You may not agree to it, but it's just like the opportunity cost of missing the flight or raising a sneak about it is less than the price.
Yeah, but I would imagine most people on airlines would like call the customer service and be like, you know, cause an uproar.
I'd say they wouldn't. I think most people don't want to take the time.
Maybe not at that moment at the gate, but I imagine a lot of people, it would raise a significant number, 26 million times it happening, or 2.6 million if it's $10 per bag. If some percentage of those people, if they're saying, hey, I was incorrectly charged this, I would imagine they'd be fighting back, and essentially the airline would risk a customer service nightmare if that was the case.
I think there's a greater than 80% amount of accuracy.
So this gets a little deeper. So apparently some TikTokers were like on their own saying this bag meets the criteria because I bought it specifically to meet that criteria, and they have the bag size checkers that are there. And they said, I'm getting charged more, even though when I checked it in their bag checker up front, it fits all the criteria. And then when they went to the front, the guy's like, that's too big.
So then why did they pay? I don't. Sorry,
I get what
but
you're saying.
TikTokers,
Yeah.
that you're gonna have to give me a better source.
No,
than that. I don't trust them.
No, I
for
get what you're
shit.
saying, but it says the video surfaced. It became, one of those things that people keep digging into. I mean, the source is not that source is good enough, but it apparently is big enough.
We
of a
have
problem
someone
where,
that's
like,
sued
the
for
Senate-
$2.13 over a candy bar. You're
First
thinking
of all,
not one.
Well, that candy bar was fucking
$2
smooth.
$2.38.
Okay, 38 cents.
Like, you fucking get
Can
it
you,
right.
you don't
So-
put the travesty of the smooth candy bar.
What I'm saying is that apparently it was credible enough that it obviously ended up in front of a Senate.
Yeah, well,
Not them specifically, but the concern was credible. enough.
so a second part of this that I feel like,
Obviously,
again, this
I'm
is-
not behind the scenes, so I can only talk
this
about
is
what
me like kind of resisting the urge of the crowd. But
Cave.
if enough, like, how did you get by the front gate, but then once you're about to board the plane, all of a sudden your bag is too heavy? if I look up right now, how likely am I to find a YouTube video on, hey, here's the way to
Shove
get
your pockets.
Yes.
I've seen coats that have like a
And
zippered
so-
bottom that has like storage in it.
Yeah. So
Like,
Yeah, people have been cheating the system for the longest time.
Yeah.
But I would have assumed that those weights have tolerances built in. As
But
well.
then,
You
but then
can't-
there's a
you-
size, like the diameter.
in my mind, you cannot come to me and say, hey, the airline is like scamming us
Yeah.
when there's an equal number of people trying to scam them. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
right is right. Either
Be scammed and be scammed.
yeah.
Like,
So don't. So if that's what's going on, if there's a bunch of people that have learned to scam the system and they're like, you know what, we're getting,
Yeah.
we're getting screwed out of money and stuff here. We're gonna. And by the way, they did it in a way in which their workers got a bonus.
Yeah.
So they're paying their employees more. So like they don't get credit for that. Like I'm a little bit like, okay, so you're catching people that are kind of scamming the system.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
It's the incentive was interesting because I get what they're doing. Like, hey, I want you to be more attentive to your job. I don't pay you much, but I'll pay you more if you pay attention. So you can kind of like validate it like that. Like, I'll pay you more if you pay attention, but it still feels to them there's going to be more. Obviously, we don't know enough of the details because this just happened Tuesday, and we're early in December. But the other aspect of it that the Senate was bringing up, and it was, well, I was curious. I want to dig into it. They said these are the only two airlines that need you to fill out your name, age, race, and where you live before you could even look into tickets. And it's like, why? Yeah, it's the only two airlines, and that was one of the topics that the senator brought up. Was like, why is it that you're the only two that do this? He's like, well, this is a standard ever since like 9/11. Well, I was like, no, you're the only two airlines who do this. No one else makes you fill all that information out before I even look at tickets. It's kind of painting a picture of like you're going to make those prices, make some choices there, whether you're telling us or not. And I didn't dig deeper into that because it's still fresh. I still want to review most of the articles, but that's a little concerning as well from that side of like, why do you need that information? Because I don't fly those airlines and I don't think of it. I never paid enough attention to those two differences, but I'm curious where this is going to go and what they're trying to accomplish in this whole this report or in this investigation. Any thoughts of that? Because that kind of stood out to me. It's like, is that the only two airlines who do that?
Just
Because you can't even do the incognito trick with those in. You gotta.
my experience is like,
Because I've looked up Southwest and I've never had to fill that out.
yeah, and I've at times I've done Spirit for like, you know, we have to catch a flight to a funeral, stuff like that immediately, and I've not noticed anything like that. And regardless, I think one of the reasons I am not up to date on, you know, we were just talking about the CEO story of United, is because
You want the whole story first.
Yeah, not only do I want the whole story, but I just don't trust the incentives of all the people that are talking to me. So, like you said, TikTokers. I'm like, why is it just TikTokers are?
Yeah,
Well, they're also the
You
ones that
guys-
are also very visible right now. It's worth noting.
But you're the ones that like show up to like a disaster scene and take a picture of you looking like you're helping and then run away. Like,
Feeding someone and then getting back in the car.
Yeah, I
back
just-
in the Maserati.
we talked about Logan Brothers. Like these are the people. Like, no, I'm
I
not.
don't disagree with you, but the fact that it did end up in front of a Senate and
Well,
in front of
well,
that
does
that
leave
Yeah.
a
So
weight.
my point was like I listened to 2 Senate hearings today, and I'm like, there's nothing investigative about this hearing. This is all politics.
Yeah, all
this
just
is
yelling.
all. I'm gonna throw on a show so that I can rile up my base
I'm on a
and get
grandstand
votes.
for the
fair.
Yeah, so a Senate hearing does nothing for me.
fair.
Like, and so I just don't trust the what are the incentives behind the players in this story? And right now, I feel like I'm not. The fact that I it seems there's some obvious questions and none of them have been asked tells me I'm being lied to. So I'm not going to buy it at face level.
I think it's also worth noting that that kind of feels like a bait and switch tactic as well, assuming positive intent from all parties involved. Like, let's just say you go in, you've got a bag, you checked it, you're in line, you're going, and an employee stops you, and you've done nothing to your bag, right? But the bag is still, they flag it, and they say, oh, this doesn't meet, wait. And you're like, well, I have no way of checking that now. I'm already in line, I've already passed TSA, or I'm about to pass TSA. If I try to fight you back on this,
I might miss my flight.
I might miss my flight. Do I get a reschedule? Do I have to arrange trips back home now and do the whole trip over again? Or are you taking advantage of an urgent situation?
I agree. There's in my mind, there's no way that happens without someone having a YouTube video of their phone of like this person says my bag is outside the.
Well, those are the TikTokers you're throwing shade at. Those are the people that are going to have that content.
Well, not just TikTokers, but just in general. Like I would see video, or I would see customer complaints. I would see records. Like, why does the Senate hearing not have? Hey, how many people complained about this program? How many people said, "Hey, I was." How many chargebacks were there on their credit card for that fee? How many? Like, this is all things I would want to know.
In fairness, I've actually want to see that. I want to do more research because I said it just came out Tuesday, so I do want to. I am a little uninformed compared to like the other articles that I looked up and all that, but this one, because it just dropped, I was like, this is interesting to hear this because I didn't notice it or think of it because I don't fly those two airlines.
Yeah,
I typically don't fly those airlines. One, because of a joke, because those flights are fucking awful. And to your point, we said it a little earlier, if I know I'm already bringing a bag, sometimes it's just worth going to a better airline, a non-budget airline, because it kind of balances each other out.
Right now, like, you'll see a video every single time some asshole's on an airplane and like they're not listening to the cruise commands, or they're just being an asshole. They get sent off. But like 2.6 million times there was someone scamming someone and forced them to pay an extra $10, and I've heard nothing of it. That sounds suspicious as hell to me. I'm more likely to think that you were cramming your pockets, you crammed your carry-on, and then offloaded a bunch of shit to your luggage, and then now it's overweight. I'm like, you knew what you were doing, like,
because I will be the first to tell you that my mom, I love her to death. She doesn't listen to the show because halfway through she would have yelled that I'm a drunk.
Nice.
She would have yelled. She does the like, mijo, take this bag, take this, put this in your bag, blah blah. Try to like balance out all the weights to make the bag meet the quota. Mm-hmm. And she might slip a Hispanic dude with extra $20. So it was like, hey, this bag made weight, right? And he's like, yeah, guys, like, sure, and that fucking goes through.
Make weight anyways.
It's gonna make weight at one point or another. But so there are people who take advantage of the system and then later on get caught. Because you see those videos of people online. It's like, I put on 17 layers of clothing.
Yeah.
Because I'll be heavier, but they're not weighing me. And then when we get past that, I'll put it all in the bag.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah. So 100%, you're right. I've seen that equally as there. So I'm curious what it is going to turn into, though. Because it is an interesting thing that it even came up. Especially when you think about the demographics information that has to be in there first. And I thought that was, it was at the end of the clip I was watching. Why is that at the end?
I mean, how many steps removed are we from entering your own height and weight into that same demographic information to based on your weight, you fall into this pay bracket because you're going to cost us X amount of extra fuel or things.
I swear to God, if we start doing BMI, I want the updated BMI, not the old one where it says I'm morbidly obese.
Give me that new BMI.
Yeah, that shit. Fuck that. They think Derrick Henry's morbidly obese.
Derrick Henry's morbidly obese. You know what I'm saying?
With that bad dad joke, we'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to start our game show. Be right back, guys. Hey, guys, while you're listening to the show, we know that you might want to partake in some drinks with us and enjoy in the libations. Here at Bourbon and Bullshit, we ask that you drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Avoid Amazon one-click buy. And for the love of God, do not text your ex. You do not need that kind of closure. They've moved on. So should you, Joseph. You should stop Facebook stalking. She knows. She knows. Now, all jokes aside, don't do anything dumb. Take care of yourselves and be safe. Thanks, guys. Now back to the show. All right, and we are back. And today is going to be a very unique thing for us. We've never done this before, so I apologize if it's a fucking mess. Well, we're new here, okay? So today we're playing a little bit of a game with our friends here. So we're going to start with...
I want to play a game.
Are there friends coming?
Yeah, you two.
Wait, what?
What, did you not like that intro?
Are we friends now?
No,
Did we? Did that happen?
That doesn't feel right. That didn't feel right. Let me start over. All right. Guys, welcome. Welcome into the first ever Bourbon and Bullshit Is That BS game show. Today our contestants, Kevin, the man who has a list and pennies to throw at all people who deserve it, and will be facing our business casual, aka college game day brethren, David, great friends of the show, on a one-on-one fact or cap episode. This is going to be divided into separate categories, and we're going to be having some fun with it. So, I'm going to go ahead and start with...
God.
All right, so the first category is
She doesn't even go here.
college football.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't even
You're
go
going
here.
down.
Which of these statements is
I
a
forfeit.
lie? So this one's going to be an easier one. We're warming up. The Heisman Trophy is named after a former coach and player, John W. Heisman. B. Notre Dame football team was an original member of the Big Ten Conference. C. The University of Michigan has the most national championships in college football history. Which one is a lie?
Go ahead, Kevin.
I think he said you.
No, both of you have to guess. You get points. So A is...
Oh, I thought you were asking him, so I completely ignored
Oh,
this.
my
I'm
God.
over here twiddling my thumbs.
So I picked everyone. You guys are going to obviously pick it up that I picked topics that I think you guys would know or have fun with. Which of these statements is about college football is false? The Heisman Trophy is named after a former coach and player, John W. Heisman. B. Notre Dame's football team was an original member of the Big Ten Conference. Or C. The University of Michigan has the most national championships in college football history. Kevin, which one are you picking?
I'm going to pick A.
C.
All right. The lie is C. Michigan does not hold the record for the most national championships.
Alabama Crimson Tide.
Alabama Crimson Tide
Fuck
is
Alabama.
the answer.
Fuck
First name is
Alabama.
Joe. Not
Fuck
John.
Alabama. All right. So that was just a little warm-up one. This is the next one.
This game is rigged.
This is Christmas myths and stories. Christmas facts and myths. Which of these statements is false about Christmas? Santa Claus's red suit became popular due to a Coca-Cola commercial campaign in 1930s and advertisements. B. The original Christmas trees were hung upside down in medieval Europe as a religious symbol. C. The song Jingle Bells was originally written as a Thanksgiving tune. Or D. Early Christmas deliberately chose December 25th for Christmas to align with pagan festivals.
I'm going to go with B because that sounds highly impractical.
The original Christmas trees were hung upside down.
We're talking about like hanging them from a ceiling.
Hung upside down.
Yeah, let's do go with B. Sounds a little wild.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. So for that, you're both correct. Both get a point. Christmas trees hung upside down is a modern trend, not medieval religious.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a modern
That's a trend?
It's a trend now, but it's not based on any medieval religious practice.
How do you hang a tree upside down?
I don't fucking know. I don't do it. I don't even listen. I don't even do Christmas.
That's
shit.
not even aesthetic.
I'm just telling you what the fucking thing happened, okay? All right. Let me get to this is my favorite one so far. All right. So for all of those who've been wondering, this whole section is devoted to...
I don't have friends. I got family.
Number one question is going to be around the Fast and Furious franchise.
Protest vote.
E, all the above.
Tokyo Drift, number one, Tokyo Drift was originally meant to be a reboot of the franchise without the original cast and was not supposed to be affiliated with any of the other movies. Number two, Vin Diesel's negotiated rights to the Riddick franchise as part of his cameo in Tokyo Drift. He used that cameo as leverage to be able to get Riddick.
Okay.
The runway scene in Fast and Furious 6 is officially the longest car chase in movie history. And number four is F9 was the first movie in the series to feature no racing sequences at all. Which one's a lie? We'll go back through it. Tokyo Drift was originally meant to be a reboot of the franchise without the original cast. Number two, Vin Diesel negotiated the rights to the Riddick franchise as part of his cameo in Tokyo Drift. Three, the runway scene in Fast and Furious 6 is officially the longest car chase scene in movie history. Or four, F9 was the first film of the franchise to not feature any racing sequences.
I think it's either one or A. You've switched back and forth between numbers and letters.
One or A. That's the one you're guessing?
I think in that one, yeah.
Tokyo Drift was originally meant to be the reboot. What is your guess?
I haven't seen them F6 or F9, but I'm going to say the F9 one.
Point for Ravik.
Really? There was I don't know what Fast and Furious I have seen at this point. They're all kind of the same movie at this point.
F9 was the first movie in the series to feature was a lie. F9 has racing elements, including a thrilling off-road sequence where Dom's early race against his brother, John Cena. John Cena.
But I couldn't see him.
No, that's why the race was so intense. Riddick movie and games. Riddick felt like this was okay. Vin Diesel financed Riddick in 2013 himself to maintain creative control. The next factor cap. The Chronicles of Riddick video game are considered canon in the movie storyline. Pitch Black was originally written as a prequel to The Terminator. Or 4, Riddick's unique ability to see in the dark was inspired by a real-life genetic condition. We'll go back through. Vin Diesel financed Riddick himself to maintain creative control in 2013. Chronicles of Riddick video game is considered canon to the movie storyline. Pitch Black was originally written as a prequel to The Terminator. Riddick's unique ability to see in the dark was inspired by real-life genetic condition.
This may be a poor time for me to reveal that I've never seen any Riddick movie.
Oh, what?
So I am shooting in the
I'm a
dark
fan of
here.
Yeah, I love Riddick. That's right.
I mean, I understand that they're probably quite good. They're not readily available in streaming, I don't think. I could probably figure it out.
There's a whole fucking...
I have ways. I have an eye patch that I can slide on if I need to.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, go ahead and guess, because I want to copy your guess.
C.
Pitch Black was originally written as a Terminator prequel. Are you saying
Sure,
this?
absolutely. See.
100%. That is the lie.
Woo! Glad we both
Pitch
got that
Black
right,
was
Kevin.
not originally pitched. Pitch Black was always a standalone concept unrelated to the Terminator franchise. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson made his feature film debut in The Mummy Returns in 2001 is the first factor cap. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, is The Rock's highest grossing movie to date as of today. He gained, number 3 is, he gained 20 pounds of muscle for his role in Pain and Gain across from Mark Wahlberg. And 4 is The Rock insisted on no CGI enhanced muscles in his superhero film, The Black Adam, and instead this is all due to strict diet regimen and exercise. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, first feature film debut was Mummy Returns. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, is The Rock's highest grossing film to date. He gained 20 pounds of muscle for his role in Pain and Gain. Or The Rock insisted on no CGI enhanced muscles for his role in Black Adam, and it was all due to diet regimen and exercise. And he was like 50. He's fucking old.
See, I'm torn here. I'm between B and D because I know Jumanji wasn't a particularly good film, but it had star power behind it. But I don't think it did
had
well.
Jack Black, Kevin Hart, him, and some lady.
And the redheaded girl from Nebula.
Oh, yeah, she is Nebula.
Yeah. So, star power. But I don't remember it being particularly good. But then I'm trying to think. He was associated with the Fast and Furious franchise. I would wager that Fast and Furious has outperformed.
You got 10
Jumanji.
seconds.
D.
D, you say The Rock's
The
now
muscles.
CGI is a lie.
Yeah, he wants to CGI muscles.
You guys are keeping your score, right?
Did the
tied.
college football question count or no?
No.
Then I'm behind by 1.
Huh? What's your answer? Okay.
A.
All right. So the lie is Welcome to the Jungle is not his highest grossing film. It is in fact Fast 7 is his highest grossing film at $1.5 billion.
Wait, I think I talked myself out of the correct answer.
Yeah, you did.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Motherfucker.
And this is the last in the
I don't have friends.
round of
family.
this game. Movies
this game.
featuring or starring Tyrese Gibson.
That can't be a long list.
It is actually.
What's probably
You'd be surprised.
8 movies long.
You'd be surprised. Tyrese's acting debut was in John Singleton's film Baby Boy. Number 2 is he originally auditioned to play Han in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift before it was rewritten for someone else. Number 3 is Tyrese appeared in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen before joining the Fast and Furious franchise. Number 4 is Tyrese has won awards for both in his acting and music career. We'll go back through it because I laughed because I forgot that he won a bunch of awards. I forgot he did music for a very long time.
That's weird.
I forgot he did music. It was like that old school R&B singing in the rain type of shit.
Oh, I love that.
Tyrese's acting debut was in John Singleton's film Baby Boy. Number 2 is he originally auditioned to play Han in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, and they rewrote how it went. Number 3 is Tyrese appeared in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen before joining the Fast and Furious franchise. Or number 4, Tyrese has won awards for both acting and his music career.
You first, Kev.
I'm going with B.
I
Han?
agree, B.
You are both right.
Because Han came out in the third film and he was in the second one.
Han came out in the third,
Tokyo
right?
Drift.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. I know Tokyo.
All right, so we are finishing out this now that we've went through our favorite section of it. Kevin's so pissed that we did this. We're gonna have some normal fun here. All right, so back to. Oh. All right, it's not really that big, but I wanted to have fun with it. So, whiskey facts or cap. Irish whiskey must be distilled 3 times to meet legal requirements. Kentucky produces over 95% of the world's bourbon supply. C, the angel share refers to the evaporation of whiskey during the aging process. Or D, Scotch whiskey is required to age for at least 10 years by law.
Which one is Cap?
Mm-hmm.
2. B. Kentucky, 95%.
Yeah, same.
95 is awfully high. Yeah, I could be wrong, but that feels super high.
Both wrong. Scotch whiskey must age at least 3 years, not 10.
So Kentucky actually produces
95%
of the world's bourbon?
Yup.
Holy shit.
Oh, I thought you said whiskey.
Bourbon.
Bourbon,
bourbon.
yeah.
Okay, that makes
Whiskey, I
no
was like,
sense.
no, Ireland, Japan alone.
All right.
There's no
And
way.
Random bullshit laws. Crazy state laws. I think this is fun.
Oh, this is going to be screwy.
Which of these bizarre state laws is false? In Arizona, it's illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub. In Indiana, it's illegal to catch a fish using your bare hands. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive while blindfolded. I feel like that should be for everyone, but they had to make a law because someone did it. In Kansas, it's illegal to eat cherry pie with ice cream on top. We'll go back through. In Arizona, it's illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub. In Indiana, it's illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive while blindfolded. In Kansas, it's illegal to eat cherry pie with ice cream on top. Which one's a lie?
I think
D.
number 3, because it should be illegal to drive while blindfolded everywhere.
What's your guess?
D.
The cherry pie?
Yep.
That is the lie. That is the
No
lie.
way.
So that means that every other one of those
Was
had
true.
to have happened
Yeah.
to make a law against it. Someone had a donkey in a bathtub for some reason, and that turned out
How does
poorly.
that go negatively, though? Like, we're so
Probably
poorly that
not
you have to
safe.
outlaw it.
Probably not safe. I feel like a donkey might
Like,
break
cook a
something.
hole in somebody's house or
I
something?
don't know. It's weird.
Kevin's ahead by 2 now. Fuck you, Kevin.
Kevin's ahead
I'm
by
okay
2.
with that.
All right, movies. Which of these movies related claims, or these are last 2, so like
Oh, you better cover your ears, Kevin. Turn off his mic.
which of these movie-related claims is false? Titanic from 1997 was the first film to gross over $2 billion worldwide.
Is that adjusted?
Yes, for inflation.
So it's adjusted to today's dollars?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Orson Welles was only 25 when he directed Citizen Kane. The first Academy Award ceremony lasted only 15 minutes. Gone with the Wind is the longest movie ever to win Best Picture in the Oscars.
Such
Back
a
to it.
terrible movie.
Titanic was the first film to gross over $2 billion worldwide. Orson Welles was only 25 when he directed Citizen Kane. The first Academy Award ceremony was only 15 minutes long. And Gone with the Wind is the longest movie ever to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
This is a shot in the dark. D.
I think the Titanic. I don't think it crossed 2 billion.
Oh, Kevin got the lie. Kevin got
Motherfucker.
the lie. All right.
What is happening?
So this last one is for bragging rights because Kevin can't lose now.
Smoked me.
Kevin can't lose now.
Fuck you, Kevin.
So this one's just for for shits and giggles. But since it's GATA, we have another college football one.
Oh, okay.
So
She doesn't even go here.
Fuck.
which of these college football statements is false? Army and Navy have played one another more than 100 times. The college football playoffs was implemented in 2014. Florida State has never had a Heisman Trophy winner. Or D, the Rose Bowl is the oldest bowl game ever. First played in 1902. Army and Navy have played each other more than 100 times. College football playoffs was implemented in 2014. Florida State has never had a Heisman Trophy winner, or D, the Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl
was
is
pretty
the
easy.
oldest bowl game first played.
I think
in
you should
1902.
know this one. Obviously, you do because you're asking the question, but
Yeah.
I feel like you should know this piece of trivia.
Mhm.
Okay.
I know it because of...
And I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
I know this without a question, so I just want to know.
B.
It's C. Jameis Winston won the Heisman for Florida State.
Charles, he's right. Charlie Ward, Chris Wakel, and Wiki, and Jameis Winston.
I'm sorry, Chris who?
Chris Winky?
Winky.
Winky. So that was our first ever. Now we're actually going to do the actual outro. That was our first ever bullshit or right, whatever. I don't know how to name it yet, but a Factor Cap episode of Bourbon and Bullshit. So,
Hey, we pulled into a -1.
guys, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us and playing this game show. Today's winner will take home a bottle of Eagle Rare Bourbon because that's just what we have laying around the house. So we're going to give whiskey away.
There you go.
So, Kevin, congrats. Hopefully you guys had some fun with that. And just always remember,
I don't have friends.
See, I was going to say, I was having fun until moments like this.
It was rock and roll.
I almost put that in there. But, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hopefully you guys had some fun with the game show. And maybe you guys were smarter than our team. Be right back.
Sponsor of Bourbon and Bullshit, Big Bang Boom Collective is Orlando's burlesque and cabaret entertainment group, comprised of Midnight Fables Cabaret, Big Bang Boom Cabaret, and Foxy's Den. Follow us on Instagram at Big Bang Boom Collective, or join our VIP email list for info on upcoming shows by visiting www.bigbangboomcollective.com.
Hi, guys. We are back. Hopefully you enjoyed our little game show of Bourbon and BS Factor Cap. We're going to jump into our second pour right now. I'm at least enjoying. I don't know if Gata actually got to it. But it's another bottle from / called Vanguard. I'll let him pour it. But the part of the reason why I love them so much and I love this bottle is apparently I was there when it got selected. When we did our interview with / and Tim and Mike, they were all trying stuff that they had barreled for a while, and they were just giving me everything. We're going to try this. We're going to try this. And halfway through the recording, her eyes lit up when they tried this. And I didn't know what they were like. They've been partners for so long that they spoke an unspoken language. And they selected that to be the next bottle that they were bottling. Didn't know about it till Whiskey Business when I ran into them. And like, oh yeah, we're premiering Vanguard. We picked this on your show. I'm like,
No way.
Fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me that? Like, oh, we were going to give you a bottle. They're like, yeah, we got you. I'm like, that's fucking awesome to at least be part of that moment. It was cool for me. I'm a nerd like that. But this is a blend of straight bourbon whiskey from 4 different distilleries, one from Virginia, Michigan, Colorado, and Wisconsin. Comes in at 100 proof, 50 ABV. Not the hottest thing, but I just love the fact that it was part of that. And we've already talked about them in part
It's a good looking bottle, too.
It's a gorgeous bottle, and they do great work. So cheers, gentlemen. Thank you for playing my game.
Cheers, cheers.
And Kevin, hopefully you enjoy your bottle of Eagle Rare as a prize. And a magnet.
I'm going to enjoy lording it over Gata Dave.
It's okay.
So
It's a good bottle.
It's a good bottle and a good blend.
Yeah.
It's not spicy like the
Smooth.
Krampus. So difference obviously in a rye versus like a straight bourbon.
Yeah.
Kevin, what do you think?
I like that.
Good, right?
Yeah.
He wants that bottle for the game.
You can have, if that's what you want to settle the Eagle Rare, that'll be fine. You can have the rest of it.
I don't know.
You're the winner. You're the winner, so you get to pick what you
take
want.
what you want. Just go to his liquor cabinet and take whatever you want. Kevin.
There's stuff that I have to.
It was said.
It was not by me. Once
fine.
again, I don't know why I'm not
Rebels
being
by
part
me.
of like this fucking
That's what he said.
fielding of things. So since
rules.
it's the holidays,
Hush, I'm the winner.
and it's a season of giving. Hush, I'm the winner. You are the winner. And hopefully you guys had fun with that game. We'll do a little bit more of that later on when it's just some of these bullshitting episodes that we have. So ho, ho, ho.
Did you just call me?
You know it. You know what you did. Holiday traditions. Just talking about, because the holidays are right there. And I'm not a big Christmas advocate. I will still, to this day, say I just don't have many traditions like that. But I'm curious about what you guys have as personal traditions.
Yeah.
We'll start with David, since you were the loser earlier. So
I'll own that. I'll love that.
All right, you weren't the winner.
I was the not winner. I
We're the participation trophy winner.
was the anti-winner. You know,
you were second place though too.
We're the runner-up.
I was a silver medal, or silver was
You were the deputy winner.
assistant to the regional winner.
Yeah, Jesus, that's great. I like that one. My soundbite for that. So, what is your Christmas traditions?
So honestly, dude, we're like a super when it comes to Christmas.
Like, call yourself the assistant to the winner.
Assistant to the regional winner. Okay.
Correct. That's the most correct you've gotten all that.
No, honestly, we just like super traditional Christmas. So I feel like it's worth noting. Many of us are going to be listening to this episode kind of when the Christmas season is hitting its zenith, where
Christmas Day. This episode will be released.
oh, this is Christmas Day. So, well, then I hope you guys weren't too stressed. But honestly, just trying to make sure that we remember what the season is about. You know, it's about enjoying the time with your friends, enjoying the time with your family. It's not about rushing around buying bullshit and and stressing about the gifts. The gifts are supposed to be additive to the Christmas, not subtractive. So make sure that that's how you're treating the season, because that's why my family and I find it so magical, is because we just really I enjoy giving to others. Like I really enjoy helping my friends, giving things to my friends, my family. That's just something that I find super enjoyable. So when it comes to the traditions of Christmas, I'm super traditional. We do the Thanksgiving is not the holiday we're talking about here. Christmas Day, we'll get the family together, have a breakfast, open the gifts. I did start something somewhat unique. So I'm married into a Spanish household. And, when Spanish people get together, they cook like tons of food. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that my mother-in-law, she's like the matriarch of the family. And so she usually takes it upon herself to cook 30 dishes for 7 people. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, look, you gotta calm down. Let's just have like a Christmas taco bar and just vibe out.
The fuck did you say? Yes. I remember you telling me this one year.
Yes.
I forgot until you just brought it back up.
Yes. So for the past couple of years now, we just do a Christmas taco bar, and it's the best because, I mean, she cooks the shit out of that meat. Let me tell you, it's like fucking amazing tacos, but it's just easy, and everyone just gets together, has wine, has whiskey, has drinks, whatever, and we're just hanging out and having tacos and relaxing. And then, I guess my other holiday tradition will be, like, my mom fucking up everything when it comes to cooking. Like, my mom cannot cook. We've talked about this before on the show.
Jeez. I know, but I wasn't expecting it.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. You fucking suck at cooking.
Learn how to cook, goddammit.
I moved a state away to escape your food. This is a woman that marinated her Thanksgiving turkey in actual Coca-Cola one time because she saw a recipe and thought it would be a good idea. Spoiler, it was not.
That is awful.
Yeah.
That is awful.
It was terrible. Sorry, Angela.
It's fair. So when you, the funny thing is that when you get into a like Hispanic Christmas tradition, that whole big ass family, like I remember growing up in New York, we would combine families. So like my next door neighbors, Tito, Belming, all of them, we would bring, one household would pick Christmas because we're on the same floor, fifth floor. We would just, whose house is hosting it, and we would just throw all the food together. So when you already talked about enough food to feed 30.
Yes.
Now imagine if you do that for 3 households.
It's obscene.
It's fucking.
It's almost wasteful.
Well, yes and no. For our neighborhood, it wasn't, because what would happen is we knew it's the hood. There are motherfuckers don't
you just
have,
pass that shit out.
Yeah, whoever doesn't have food or money or whatever the fuck, hey, come through. Hey, Freddie, hey, blah, 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 like, come through. We got you. Plates were handed out left and right.
Yeah.
But it turns into like a party almost damn near overnight.
Yeah.
But it starts with like the 2-3 households. Then you hear, oh, Consuela down the street. Like, oh, she's not celebrating with anybody. Oh, bring Consuela.
Yep.
Oh, blah, blah. It just became like this. Everyone came through to the point like you're meeting with like they're motherfuckers I've only seen on Christmas. It's been a year. We live in the same building. Damn it! Like what the fuck? But it was never like you just coming through for food. Like we knew like the house was always open, blah blah. But that giant family atmosphere, you're not exaggerating it by any means.
No,
it becomes massive. So for anyone who's listening who's not Hispanic and has not hung out with Latinos, we fucking throw big ass food parties for like funerals,
they cook
for funerals.
They fucking
for
cook.
Everything. We will throw down for everyone because we are very bad at displaying emotions outside of feeding you or giving you alcohol
or cursing at you.
Yeah,
my wife can do all 3 of those things.
Yes. Give you alcohol. Be like, mira, coño, come. Like, she will call you. You ain't shit, but she'll give you a plate.
Here's food, bitch.
Yeah, like. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you you're enjoying that aspect of it and getting seasoned food.
Look, man, I come from a long line of oppression. Unseasoned chicken and rice.
I thought you meant the act of it.
Sweet tea.
We're back at 23.
Sweet tea with too much sugar.
Yo.
I know.
Wow. It is so bad how much sugar gets put into
It's like a slushy, bro.
But
with sugar.
As a minority from the hood, we do it with Kool-Aid, so it's not much better on this side.
I can't be talking about this at this point, but yeah.
You shouldn't.
I'll talk shit on sweet tea. I ain't talking the word against Kool-Aid.
I chimed in.
Thank you. You got that.
All right, Kev, what about you? What Christmas traditions do you have or fun, like unique things that you guys have done in your past?
I don't really have anything that's super unique. I remember my childhood.
Just tell us, yeah.
Yeah, we we did the normal. I'm one of 5 siblings, so
Damn.
yeah, we would get up. I'm trying to think. Like some of the unusual stuff is. My dad always liked to pull we weren't allowed to go out and get around the Christmas tree, really. Like, we kind of had to technically be in bed, but basically we weren't allowed to start grabbing presents until the whole family was there. And my dad never passed up that opportunity to fucking milk that.
To be a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, okay, fine, I'll get up.
I got a shit.
I got to make coffee. Yeah, I probably need to get the paper. Like, he would just stretch it out. And, I've learned a long time ago not to, I wouldn't play the game. But my siblings were fucking losing it. And they were like, it's Christmas. Get out here. And, they're trying to, make coffee for them. They don't, at one point, they were, 4 and 6, and they're trying to learn how to make coffee just to get them.
Burning themselves.
Yeah, they're like, here, Dad, here's the goddamn coffee. Get out here. We're trying to open presents.
At 5 and 6, they're learning how to make coffee.
Just
a 5-year-old dad. Here's your goddamn coffee.
Here's your goddamn coffee. What is this? I just put the beans in there. Just fucking go. Get the fucking tree, Dad.
Every year he fucking did that shit.
That's amazing.
That is so fucking.
The other, I kind of get a hit on. So when we're sitting down, we're doing presents. I never like to open my presents until we've gone through everything and I have all my presents stacked aside.
Yeah, I fucking hate that about you.
I received
what's
a
wrong with you?
ton of shit. Ton of shit.
So
Did you save the wrapping papers you're unwrapping?
No.
I have given him a gift for his birthday, and he's like, "Oh, thanks," and he'll put it down to the side. I was like, "Bitch, aren't you gonna open it?" He's like, "Yeah, later when you're not here, when I go home." I was like, "You motherfucker!" So I don't even know if you like the shit I got you until go to your house and you have it installed somewhere.
That's why I don't buy you.
It?
That's why I buy you shit, Kevin. Right there. That reason.
They're actually 2 separate things. So the reason, so I learned younger.
It's actually 2 reasons.
Yes, it is.
He looked right at me. It's 2 separate things. First of all,
Yeah.
don't be rude.
So when you're younger,
Don't simplify this.
Christmas was awesome. Like I said, I'm one of 5. So we grew up middle income. There wasn't, we don't get an allowance. We're not really buying shit. Like, that was the one time a year we were like, oh shit, I'm getting I'm getting things. And I never liked the idea of I got a present. And then you're like, oh, do I have another one? And you're like, oh no, that was the last one. Like that feeling of
that last present feeling. I understand. I get you there. I get you there.
Basically it was let me savor this. Let me okay, I can lump this. I got this, and I'm slowly building my pile. And then I know once all the presents have gone through, I'm like, this is my pile. There's nothing more than this. And so I can kind of piecemeal my expectations.
Oh, I can one up you. Because you just made me realize a childhood memory that I have.
Okay.
My parents would do the same thing you do, but force it upon us. You couldn't open all your presents till they gave everything out. And then they would have the children open the presents in reverse age order. Yeah, and I was the oldest.
That would not bother me at all.
So I sat there and watched everyone else in the room open all their gifts.
Yeah.
Before I got to touch one of mine.
So typically everyone is done and playing with their shit, and I still haven't unwrapped anything.
I was losing my goddamn mind.
I liked it. I'm building up. I'm like, oh, I got this. I got this.
No, I was the opposite. I was losing my shit.
And then eventually, my family over time would be like, open your stuff. Open it. I'm not giving you another one. And I'm like, yeah, every year you say that, but fucking shit still gets handed out.
Right.
And I build my pile, and, I'm good to go. Huh? So
you did really touch on some trauma though, of middle class households, waiting for Christmas to get that fresh supply of school clothes and underwear and socks.
Bro, it was good.
Everything after fucking September, everything you need, want, or desire is a Christmas present.
Yeah,
you need socks. Well, Santa might bring them. Oh, I need
And
pencils. Santa will bring them.
Yeah. Also, that when I was a kid, I didn't fuck with socks and shit. Now, please buy me socks.
Yeah,
and
I could
undershirts.
use more. So, yeah, underwear
I have
really.
so many holes in. I've been throwing socks out left and right.
Yeah, I'd nuke my socks with my. I don't know.
The
what's
moment
going on.
I see like a hole, tossed, because I hate that moment when you're in a rush to get ready and put on your sock and
totally
it's
suck.
like one toe goes through. Like, what the fuck is this?
That happened to
Hate
me
that.
today.
I throw them out
Yeah,
immediately.
Yes.
that's why I hate. That's why I throw them out immediately because I hate that moment of like I'm in a hurry. He's like, now I have to fucking take these fucking goddamn socks off.
Oh yeah, that would drive me nuts.
This is going to set me behind seconds.
Yeah, all right, are you a sock shoe or sock shoe?
Sock.
Sock, shoe. I'm
Yes.
not a fucking masochist.
All right, when I had the shoulder surgery, I had to build the habit of sock shoe because it was easier. I have to break it now because I did it for so long that now I'm like, I go sock shoe. And I'm
There's
like,
a,
what
there's
am I
a
doing?
period of time in your life you're wearing socks and a shoe on one foot and nothing on the other.
Yes,
That's weird.
because it was a shoulder. Because I couldn't do
I've
both
never
at once.
experienced
I couldn't-
that.
It was easier while I'm already down here.
Kevin,
fix
take
this.
off your sock and a shoe right now.
No,
Let's do it.
Let's not do that.
I know about you and your foot thing.
If you do it, I'll do it.
No, we're not.
We can interlock toes. together.
Stop licking your lips when you say that.
We can hold hands with our
Oh my
feet.
god! But so that was
10
the
minutes a
tradition.
day, and I'll have the dexterity chip.
Chimp.
I'm sitting there looking like an idiot.
Fucking just holding remotes, just like I got this.
Oh shit.
Kevin, are you playing Hunt with your feet? I've been practicing. Fuck you. It's easier.
Yeah.
I can play Factorial with my hands and Hunt with my feet.
I think Factorial would be more of a foot game than Hunt.
Not how he likes.
No. If we're being real here, you'd play Factorial with the feet, Hunt with the hands. Because you got Factorial on autopilot. So you could have that off to the side.
Yeah, but I think he cares more about Factorial.
I mean, I care more about college football than I do for you, but I'm here.
I'm competitive.
That's fair. That's fair. But we waited till the game was done. So listen, anything else? I think I think that's funny to imagine like your siblings making coffee, burning themselves to hurry this process up.
Yeah,
fuck
every
up,
year my
Dad.
dad would stretch it out.
Thank you for giving me something to do to my son, though.
Yeah.
I needed that.
And then, like, I mean, he would do breakfast every once in a while, but, like, of course, that day he's like, I should probably make breakfast first. And then, he would take forever to break out the eggs, the toast, the bacon. Like, it would be a full course. He's just milky.
But he actually
Totally.
made.
Oh, yes. He stretched out the
Like,
day.
I
was
understand
not
fucking around and saying, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
My brothers and
okay,
sisters
okay.
are losing their minds. And I'm just like, whatever, I'm cool with it. Like, I know what he's doing. I'm not playing this game with him.
That's your dad's an actual masochist.
I love his dad. He makes me laugh every time I'm around him. Well, as he said in the story, I can imagine him doing this shit. And he's also
Yeah.
forgetful nowadays.
He's proud of it, though.
Yeah.
Too. He's like, yeah, I do it all the time. Like, at first, he didn't, wasn't really a thing. But now he, like, looks forward to it. Like, that was what he likes to do. Yeah. But then,
Could you terrorize him the other 364 days a year? He gets this one. He's gonna bust you up.
Yeah. So we did that. That was always the immediate family. We would do Christmas, and then typically would do like a bigger family get together at my grandparents' house, and then it'd be like all the aunts, uncle, like my dad's of 5, my mom's of 5. A lot of their I have cousins.
That's a
I have
massive
it'd be like 30 people,
Jesus.
in the house, and so
I say that
it'd be
from
just be a
Hispanic
good
households
time.
still.
Everyone hanging around, having Christmas. So it's always a good time.
That's good. Good. Nice. I personally don't have many traditions of it now, but growing up, like I said, my tradition was we would combine families. Like it just became like a communal event. Like everyone would hang out. It became this big thing where to this day, some of my like fondest Christmas memories were of that apartment. Like because like the joke, well, the common
Nostalgia's strong.
yeah, that whole it's a village. Like everyone shows up, everyone does all that together, and you have that fond nostalgic hit.
Yeah, it's the cheese ball thing all over again. It's where when people come together for a common cause, there's something really special about
But
that.
and Christmas is also its most magical when you're young and you're not jaded by the actual functionality of Christmas.
Well, that's the thing. So even getting older and going back to that, before my shoulder surgery, like one of my shoulder surgeries, or one of the years of my I had a visit up north with my family, my sister. I had to drop off a car, or whatever. I ran into those same people, and a lot of those people were still doing the fucking this is a community thing. Yeah, people are dispersed, so it's tougher. But you could still see that they're still doing those same traditions. They're still doing that same vibe, that energy. And we talked about it before. When you go into that old group of friends that you used to be, you automatically default to how you used to be.
100%.
Just
I'm
fall
a
right back into that role.
Yeah, and I'm a grown ass man, and I'm still like, hey, Thea, blah blah blah, all kissing on the cheek, and respect. twice your size.
Yeah, I
Like,
sit at the kid table, right? Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I
I
gotta
go over
sit with-
here.
I gotta go sit with the other.
I get the paper plate.
My
You
little
get the
Tykes kids.
China.
Yeah, it was like all the adults over there. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm an adult. Why'd I say that?
I pay a mortgage, bitch.
I was like, I pay mortgage and taxes. Why am I talking about like I'm not an adult?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about fucking AR. like,
Do you really like? Does part of you like not want to be like? No, I kind of want to be the kid right now. Like,
fair enough.
I want to turn it off for a while.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Fair
I agree.
enough.
I'm not defending. I pay
Yeah.
a mortgage. I want to.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like I need an adult. You
I
are an
wanna go
adult.
talk
I
about
need
Spider-Man.
a more adulty
Yes.
adult.
Yes, I need help fixing a plate. Yes.
Yeah. And it's great. There are moments like my grandmother or whatever, like oh, me, hold you on food. I was like, yeah, I have hands, but
And
somehow
then she would just leave
So-
and return with
Yeah,
food.
it somehow tastes better that she gave it to me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I felt more love than me going and picking the exact same food.
Dude, feel that 100%.
So that's a tradition I had back then and back in the day, like when that like that people drift apart, people have passed, people like stuff has happened in life. Life happens, so like that doesn't cohesively happened. But like we have family in Cali, we have family in Boston, we have family in Pennsylvania. So like to organize that's a fucking Josh Swain fight type of thing. Where I'm sending out emails in advance. Like fucking we can't even get on the same fucking state together at the same time without like years of work. But that is mine. Some of the fun ones and unique ones and weird ones that I found online. You ready for a weird one? So something called mumming. MUMMING. No, David, it's not dirty. Mumming is a tradition that involves
What?
people dressing in disguise and visiting homes during the holidays. Mumming is tradition, blah, 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 blah. This is from the origins, originated in Europe, and particularly common in England,
Yeah.
Scotland, and Ireland.
I don't know why I felt like this was British.
The name, wow. The name comes from a French word meaning masked. Mumming plays are thought to symbolize the resurrection of the year with their central theme of death and revival. If some people showed up at your house masked and just hung out, like I'm thinking I'm getting
Wait, wait,
robbed.
wait.
Is this
So
the pandemic or not?
So when you say masked, like initially I was just thinking like they were disguised, like they were disguised to look like someone else. But you're saying like they're wearing hoodies or
They're
like
coming
ski
in wearing a
masks.
Jimmy Carter mask.
It looks like a fucking little
What the hell are those?
hut,
Umbrella?
like in a hut or something of their head, and they just hang out outside your house.
No thanks.
They just visit.
That's a fucking.
That feels like
that's
the
a,
Purge.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
that's
like,
a Jordan Peele movie.
Like that is not.
Yeah,
what
there's
I-
a reason in America people would get shot doing.
Yeah, this person.
I'd be shooting.
Yeah, this person. Yeah, that's why it's not here. Like this person's playing a fucking an accordion. Yeah, you don't do that.
No, you don't
These
wear a
motherfuckers showing up in plaid, crazy spotted skirts and masks.
fucking
I'm-
teepee over your head. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't come to my house.
But it threw me. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, imagine that shit. Like, carolers bother me, let alone these mummings.
I like the idea of caroling, but there's no way I'm opening a door and just staring at people in the face while they.
Yeah, what do I
stare at
do?
me.
do I tip you?
Yeah,
do I go with you?
I'm just like-
am
I don't even
practically-
like the idea
Can
of
I
caroling.
can I stand behind you and watch you do it? But like, I don't want to like make eye contact for like 4 minutes while you just. Sing
I think
at
the
my
only thing you
face.
can do is conduct them. That's what I would do.
Oh my god! There's a Bob's Burger episode where
At least that's something.
where she's like, Linda's trying to convince her family to go caroling. Like, why would we do that? And she says, people sometimes will join us or give us hot cocoa. I'm thinking, who the fuck is this? I'll be right back. And just brings out a picture of hot cocoa.
You gotta have it ready. Hey, thanks. Stay here
I
in
knew
the
you guys were
cold.
coming.
I'm gonna go make some hot cocoa.
Who just has that in a crock pot waiting to go, ooh, carolers are coming. Like,
Do you make hot cocoa in a crock pot?
if you're trying to keep it warm for carolers.
I don't know.
Do you not crock pot stuff?
I have a crock pot. I,
make
am
mulled wine.
Caucasian.
I made mulled wine in it. Is the same.
I made chili
We'll do that
in
later.
a crock pot.
Next one. Next one. So in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, revelers travel to early morning church services on roller skates throughout the festive period. So
Roller
roads are
skates.
even closed off, especially on mornings between the 16th of December and Christmas Eve. So for that whole time period, roads are closed and everyone's roller skating to church and everywhere they're
This
going.
is like
Why
going to
roller
Sonic
skates?
and going to church at the same time. No thanks.
I don't fucking know why.
Hard pass.
But it's one of their traditions. During that period, no one drives or roller skates.
There was a time
Kind of roller blade.
my grandparents
Probably, yeah.
are Irish Catholics, so yeah, there were times where we did Christmas mass.
Yeah.
That was kind of boring, but
Kind of boring. Catalonian. This is funny. They do something called defecating logs.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I did that before I came here.
Catalan. C-A-T-A-L-A-N. Catalan? I'm trying to ignore it. I did that before I came here. One of which is a cagatillo. Caga. Shit. That means shit in Spanish. Like, defecating log. In the fortnight leading up to Christmas, a grinning creature is created out of a small log placed on a dining room table. The log must be fed every day fruits, nuts, and sweets before, on Christmas Eve, it's beaten with sticks, excreting its goodies.
You're making this up.
I'm not. I wish I was making this up.
These word choices are very deliberate.
I am not the one who made this up. Another fecal theme Catalan custom is a caganal, a small defecating figurine, which traditionally appears in nativity scenes, is most recently seen as caganas that are sold in stores and Christmas markets throughout the region, have taken the form of just about every celebrity. So it's basically making a piñata that looks like it's shitting on your table, a defecating log, and then you beat it with a stick so it drops the goodies.
Oh my god! What's the name of that South Park character that's literally just a
Mr. Hanky?
Is that the turd wearing a Christmas hat?
Yeah.
Mr. Hanky? Is that where that's from? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's exact. Mr. Hanky's from South Park. Yeah,
I know what he's from, but I mean, did they get that character
holy
from
shit,
those?
maybe.
Because that is real fucking similar.
So if you look up these figurines, it's like small little figurines that look like they're taking a shit everywhere. From Groucho Marx to Humphrey Bogart to fucking Gollum,
That's
Batman,
wild.
Donald Trump, and
That
Darth
is
Vader.
wild.
Can I get a Darth Vader
You can.
shitting on a Christmas table?
I'm going to spin the laptop one more time so you guys can see because you need to see it. Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Hold on. Guys, sorry. Bad audio. These are the figurines that have now become synonymous with their Christmas
Is
traditions.
that Mario just shitting his brains out?
Yep. You could buy them in almost every celebrity.
I love that so much.
So this is part of it's called the defecating log. I don't know how to feel.
I'm not Googling that, okay? My algorithm's already fucked up enough.
Yeah. And we already know Germany and Austria's Krampus, where we not give you coal, we kill your kids that are bad. Because that's basically what Krampus is. For anyone who does not know who Krampus is, fine, I'll explain it. Krampus is Father Christmas's scary friend, a devilish creature who punishes naughty children throughout the festive period. The mythical beast, who is hairy with hooves and large horns, sounds like a devil, is celebrated every year on December 5th in many cities throughout Germany and Austria in a festival called Krampusmitz.
Sorry? You want to revisit that?
No, we talked about that. I'm not part of that side of the 23andMe. Often marked with a parade in which hundreds dress up as Krampus and chase each other throughout the streets. We talked about, for people who've never seen Krampus, he has like something called like a nine tails whip where he like will beat kids. Supposedly he'll kidnap them, put them in a bag.
And this is Santa's friend?
Santa's evil friend. So if you fuck up,
Is the evil friend. He's still his friend, though.
yeah, Santa and her hey, two sides of the
Oh,
coin.
he's friends with the Tooth Fairy and Krampus. Okay,
Yeah.
what's so hard to follow here?
It's Santa. Hey, all the good kids come to my
Santa
side.
sounds like
and-
an enabler.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. Like he's like, look, you're good for my business because they're gonna act right. like, gotta.
I mean,
It's how I feel about Batman and the Joker, but we're not going to do that today.
He literally fell into I can give you a carrot or a whip, like literally a nine-tail whip.
You often see him like just a fucking hooved.
we know which one Jesus chose. He was literally
Which version of?
he was literally whipped with a cat of nine
yeah, it was like zombie Jesus or before.
No,
zombie Jesus?
he was the Jesus that was made into a zombie
Yeah.
with the cat of nine tails.
That's what I'm saying. Like, which one are we talking about? Zombie Jesus.
Zombie Jesus. Superpowered Jesus.
All right, and last but not least, just some random ones. So I'm going to go through this real quick. In Norway on Christmas Eve, they hide brooms because apparently the arrival of evil spirits and witches. In a bid to protect themselves, families hide all their brooms and mops before they go to bed. Don't know why. Somehow that will prevent demons. Apparently, they don't like uncanny
Yeah, because if you can find a broom and mop in your house, a Spanish woman might show up and clean it.
God damn it, that's racist. And in Ukraine, spider webs on trees, which sounds awful. Ukrainian Christmas trees are traditionally decorated in fake spiders and webs. The custom, which is said to bring good luck, stems from an old wives' tale about poor woman who could not afford to decorate her tree. She woke up on Christmas morning and found a spider had covered it in glittering web. And that has become the tradition.
Magical.
I don't want spiders anywhere in my house. Imagine purposely wanting webs there.
Is there a space in your house where you'd want a spider?
Wherever flies are.
So nowhere.
Yeah, no.
I don't want flies in my house.
I don't want spiders anywhere. So,
If it was like Charlotte from Charlotte's Web, I might want it.
She could
chat
put some
with
pig
Yeah.
right above you in your bed.
A wise spider.
a wise spider. A Nazi.
Kind of cool.
Was she wise or was she just like common sense spider?
I mean, compared to the other animals.
Is that really a high bar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Compared to the farm animals, she was quite wise.
She is a wise spider compared to other spiders. Anansi was a dick.
It's been a lot of years since I've seen Charlotte's Web. I can loosely follow the story.
Yeah, yeah. But those are the weird ones. Outside of Greenland has whale skin for dinner, which I should have probably talked about that one.
Sounds pretty good. I eat
Scandinavia has Yule goats instead of reindeer, giant goats, statues, and shit like that, Trojan horses. But it's just a lot of really interesting things that I've never thought of being a thing. And that is the weird random shit. I know we're getting a little late, so we're going to wrap up. But
Hey,
That is.
12:30.
defecating logs.
Yeah, I'm not. At the same time, though, I feel like I would also love that holiday. Just a little raunchy, a little funny.
Yeah, I think it's like
I think you would enjoy it.
I think tongue in cheek. It's like,
If the way we celebrated Christmas was by shitting on stuff, I think you'd be more on board.
I think if you celebrate, most people are going to be shitting on stuff.
I think the beating it with a stick kind of puts it over the top for me.
Yeah, that felt like they made a piñata and then beat the shit out of it to get the
Literally.
Yeah,
beat the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And mumming just feels like that's an easy way to get
Yo,
shot.
fuck that.
Why are you showing up at my house like with a mask on?
That's straight up the intro to a horror movie.
That's the strangers. They were mumming.
Yeah, yes.
And, like I'm not fucking doing
No, thank
it.
you.
No.
I'm not playing
It's-
games. I'm not getting the Louisville Slugger. I'm getting out the 9 mil, and you're
Yeah.
catching one in the face.
It's Christmas. I don't know what that means. Get off my property. like why are you wearing a mask?
You can leave, or you're gonna go meet Jesus. It's his birthday. He's gonna hate that.
So all these people keep coming over.
All these fucking assholes uninvited with these stupid masks on.
Who the fuck keeps bringing you here?
Dad.
Dad. Calling God. He's talking to God like, you're so fucking spoiled. Jesus. You spoiled brat. Guys, we're wrapping up. It's getting late. I know you boys have responsibilities and my fiance is asleep.
Shit.
So we're going to close out, but I was so much fun having you guys back on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it in the new format since a year later. Kevin, do you have any wise words and people on the list that you want to discuss before we go?
We don't have enough time for that, no.
So you have so much wisdom. You can't condense that.
That's like a several mini
He's talking about the list.
part episode.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's too much.
No pennies of justice? No, none at this moment. Or do you have any random, real quick stories of your pennies of justice this month or recently?
Or just this day.
No. To be clear, I never employed pennies of justice. I
Don't-
have family members.
don't
that might
backtrack.
have. No, I
we
think
know what
if
you've
you go
done.
back,
It's trademarked.
We know
I
what you've
never
done.
used pennies of justice.
He used quarters of justice.
Any vengeance moments and that warrant at least a little bit of attention before we wrap up?
Nothing special. I mean, I'm out there every day training people. I don't know what to say more than that.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Got to teach these drivers how to drive.
Yeah. It's like
So-
voting. Like if you don't vote, you don't get to complain. Same deal with driving. Like if you're not out there training people, you can't complain about it.
Guys, if someone is out there driving really slow in front of you, it's probably someone getting taught a lesson. So keep that in mind. Kevin, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. Whatever the fuck you want to show up.
Yeah.
Especially if you're throwing pennies at David.
Brood.
David.
Yep.
Any closing remarks? Any Georgia Bulldog thing? Anything? I don't know. You could promote whatever the fuck.
I
you
mean, look, I'm just saying, I'm hyped right now because literally it's like 2 hours after us winning the championship game, so I'm pretty hyped about that. But I know this is coming on Christmas, so some people may be listening on the holiday. I'm happy to be part of your holiday. I don't know why the fuck you're listening to us on Christmas, but you should be doing
Go be with your family.
literally anything else.
I'm your family.
No, nothing real special. You should definitely pay attention to G's social media accounts because he's shit at plugging himself. I have to do this every fucking time.
I try.
Yeah, but you don't. So
I do.
I mean, he's angling for a social media director. Why not just hire him?
I'm really. He's actually trying to recruit my wife to do that.
Yeah,
so
she's great at it.
she beats my ass when I forget to plug it. So
Bro, she's funny. For someone who hasn't been on the show, she plugs the shit out
why
of
the
show.
fuck have you? She still gets salty anytime you call me to do a show. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Because I don't know how you're gonna be with Jake by yourself.
I'm a millennial father. I'm with my son all the time.
So Candy,
can't. I just ignore him. He has a television in this room that I turn on.
All right, as long as you don't bitch about me bringing her on, because
Please.
I worry about her driving by herself too, because she'll be drinking. That's the thing.
She's in a.
It's an hour. I don't worry about you.
Well, she'll be okay. I don't know about that. I have to come pick her up. We'll see.
That's what I'm getting at.
You schedule it. We'll figure
All right,
it
I'll
out.
schedule and figure it out. All right, guys. So, as always, I appreciate everyone's the love, support. Keep an eye out for some really fun upcoming episodes. We've had some deep episodes where people got a little emotional that are coming out. No spoilers. And then we've had some really fun, hilarious episodes. You should be seeing me. Wow, man, really on the microphone. You should be seeing
Eating
me.
that thing like a dick.
I will be. I'm gonna turn off his mic. I'm gonna turn off his goddamn microphone.
Both appalled and a little curious.
I don't know if we have to. Do we have time for this?
We were almost out and opening a big mouth.
He fucking
Almost free.
Apparently, the big mouth is part of the process.
Yeah.
Listen, shit. So you'll probably be seeing me on a Lakeland-based podcast / video show I've been asked to be on and interview. So that'll be coming out as well. Keep an eye out for some more segments, some more support local, and just a lot of really fun stuff. So follow us at bourbon_and_BS. You'll find the link tree, the thread shop, the goodies, coasters, all that. We will be doing a contest and giveaway for Patreons. We'll be giving away a gift card to a local liquor store and some rocks glasses and some other goodies. I'll reveal it all for Patreons for the month of January to February. For anyone who joins as a Patreon will be entered into a raffle, and all our sponsors are contributing. So look out for that. Thanks, guys. As always, stay safe. Avoid texting your ex. It's the holidays. Don't fall for that. I miss you shit. She's a liar.
She's a
He's
bitch.
a liar. No, both of them could be bitches.
They both bitches. Everybody, they all bitches.
Equal opportunity bitches. All of them don't talk to your exes. They're exes for a reason. Bye, guys. Be good. Hey, guys. Today's episode is brought to you by Burn, Termite, and Pest Control. I first met Joe Byrne on Full Frontal Nerdity Show and decided to give his company a try. They have been the best pest service I've ever had. From flexible scheduling, attention to detail, fair pricing, and everything you love about a small business, I highly recommend Joe Byrne and Burn, Termite, and Pest Control. It's a family-owned and operated business with over 30 years of experience in termite and pest. You can reach Burn, Termite, and Pest Control at 321-297-7985. Once again, 321-297-7985. And let them know Bourbon and Bullshit sent you. Thanks, guys. See you next time.